Hello and welcome to Vlogmas number 9. Today is a much nicer day than yesterday. It's much cooler. Yesterday was approximately 40 degrees Celsius, so pretty hot. And it was also a catastrophic fire danger day, which they had to invent a new word for beyond the previous maximum fire danger that they had. Anyway, what I'd like to show you today is something that really interests me, and it is the type of Christmas decorations that we have in Australia. So obviously in Australia Christmas is in summer, it's hot, but all of the imagery is from Northern Europe. So it's pine trees, it's snow. When I was a child, all of the shops along the street of the suburb, like the main street in the suburb where I lived, they all painted their window with white snow, and it was really hot. And so I'm interested that now some of the shops are starting to modify the way they show, modify the imagery that they're showing for Christmas. And the first one I'm going to show you is the Strand Arcade. So it's got a lot of independent Australian designers in it, particularly on the upper floors. Lower floors is more food and accessories and things like that. But I find it interesting that they've picked up, like if the Christmas colours are red and green, there are a lot of native Australian plants and trees that are red and green. I'm not completely sold on the way they've depicted, like the construction that they've used for showing the Australian native flora, but I do really love the fact that they thought about it and tried to make it Australian. One I'd like to show you is Westfields, which I think might be international enough for you to know them already. And what I find interesting about these decorations are that they are kind of a halfway compromise between a lot of different things. So the shape of gum trees is not like the shape of a pine tree. Australia does have pine trees, but the whole symbolism of evergreen pine tree doesn't really work in Australia because most of the trees don't lose their leaves, so that's not really, it doesn't quite work. And what I find interesting in the decorations Westfield has chosen for the city, at any rate, is that it's chosen a traditional shape, but the leaves are clearly much more Australian. Well, sort of. Let me know what you think about the gold leaves. So I hope you enjoy that glimpse into decorations that are sort of Australian, at least partially Australian in the way that they're depicting Christmas. And it's something that I find really fascinating. I hope you enjoyed seeing it, and see you again soon. Bye.